Ladies and gentlemen, I am Aaron Church Solomon bringing to you these final games of Season 2 here at the final Boss Draft League. Think Rev, think at 2 game wins from last night. The Gassy Chuds 2 as well. The board might as well be reset. It's time to see who's actually going to take this crown here. Will Jackie be the 3-timer, or will Handy Taco and his goons be able to upset, usurp the king? What do you think? How are we going into this one tonight, Dusik?
I am a bit of a biased caster here. I'm a huge Handy Taco fan, as anyone who's ever talked to me knows. But regardless, it is, like you said, it is 2-2. It is dead even. It is functionally now just back down to a best of 3 of who comes out on top at the end of this.
We're even seeing some players in here that weren't even playing last night on stream here. Mafia getting some time in, as well as Rebecca's going to be in here. So this is going to be pretty exciting.
It is. It is. Looking at the picks and bans, we got some classics we've seen banned consistently. We see the Syndra and the Hui, 2 power picks we've seen on both sides of the Rift recently. Not too surprising to see them go.
Yeah, the Senna being taken away previously for Handy Taco, but there's the Sivir there, so giving a nice automatic wave clear in Rebecca's hands. The point value is clearly favoring Gassy Chuds here in this game, but I like the easy just, hey, keep her alive, she can clear waves, and eventually the ricochet is off of that boomerang will kill everybody. It's kind of my favorite part about Sivir, if I'm being honest.
You reach that point of just, oh cool, I hit a minion nearby, and your entire team is half health.
It's the most satisfying thing. I've been hitting this tank the whole time, but for some reason I've now crit killed the backline. And speaking of backline, Gassy Chuds, they're sticking to this Corky Nami combo to the end of it. Kik is getting his fish girl one more time.
Yeah, I mean, this is a pairing we've seen, I think, almost every single game of these series.
Yes.
Like, I think it's literally pick or ban at this point. Of just this Corky Nami bot lane, that power of that early game pressure, and that mid game when he hits Trinity Muramana, just deleting anyone that is not a tank. I'm a bit surprised neither part of the combo got banned out, I'll be honest.
Yeah. The Karma... Yeah, Karma's actually be the next best thing for them to land for Majnu to hold on to, but I feel like the Nautilus is still going to be what they pick on. Oh my gosh, yeah. I am prophetic. I'm not even the analyst in this duo right now, but I'm showing my brains, boy! Nautilus hook in, and gotta see if they'll be able to capitalize on the Fury in. I
got
feel
that dog in him.
Dog has been acquired, bringing the pack here to try to hunt this one down, trying to get themselves into the winning position. Think, I've usually seen the Nefir in a lane. Either I'm trying to remember if Zimmy piloted it at all this season, or if Lumera is a one-tricker of a type. So we're going to have to figure out where the dog is going. Autumn Leaf and Majnu in there, rolls as they were last night. Leaf in the jungle with the trees, and Majnu down to the bot lane with the AD carry. Very interesting. All right, there's the Ahri. Somehow the Ahri actually was missed all last night, but has finally making their way in. Pure, one of the only tier 1 players actually in this game. So Pure and Paku, I'm going to definitely get those names mixed up at some point tonight, might be the main win conditions here on the side of Gassy Chuds. Again, this is still very favored for them just by the tier values and the point differentials, but we've seen crazier upsets, definitely, this season.
I mean, looking at the Thinker of Think, I'm almost certain that's going to be in the Fury jungle. You don't really want to blind pick that if it is going mid, or the very rare Nefiri top that does actually happen sometimes, but I think are just trying to keep some distance, then have that reset with the Nefiri, have the Sivir Boomerang Blades. The very simple comp, but you gotta make it to that point against Corky Nami and then Ahri. That is some aggression you're gonna have to deal with.
Yes, and right now Gassy Chud sitting at least with the more easily executable comp. Very standard, very normal. Only looking for, honestly, some more bruisery or bulkier, engaging tank-like characters to be brought in here. Meanwhile, the Nefiri just makes it very, very awkward. Whenever there's an assassin in a comp, it always feels like it perverts what the comp can do and whether or not the comp actually can scale late game and still be viable to win just what ends up usually being standard team fights. Galio, Oriana, Vlad, and Fiora, the final bans here. So limiting out Paku, who I believe is a super trick on that Fiora. I believe we saw that in their semis game. He handling it very well. Vi coming in, a very good combo here. I'm very happy to see this. I'm very sad I didn't see it. The rest, Mafia is going to pick up the girl with the hands, and that always does very well pairing up with the Ari Charm or just Vault Breaker in to just CC layer the other mid laner, just guarantee some good kills, guarantee some picks, and definitely should be able to follow the Sivir all the way to the ends of the earth and make sure they are locked down and able to be jumped on by the rest of the team. So I do like this pick.
Oh, 100%. It pairs incredibly well, especially with that Corki Nami Bearing 2, throwing the Tidal Wave, throw the Vi on top, throw the Ari on top. They are going in. And I am not surprised at all to see a defensive mid laner picked up with all that aggression coming out now.
I love that we're actually now profiling Lissandra as a defensive mid laner with how the game went, the semifinals game went with Gassy Chuds versus SEAL Team Flip, when Lissandra's entire ethos from the beginning of her time in League of Legends, from when she was released, is an engage mage. And like that option is there, but if you want to try to dive onto the Corki or onto anyone, she just hits W and you're just stuck, and then she puts you in a tomb and you're like, am I gonna stay in here? Yes, actually you just might stay in the tomb, homie. So
unless you took cleanse.
Unless you took cleanse, but one must pick summoners wisely. Zimmy's going to get his Scion, so there's a bit of standardization. I would say this is very obviously going to have the Interfery in the jungle, so feeling pretty standard there. Good, decent frontline. Oh my gosh. Oh, Paku is bringing the man with the poison and the barrier shield. They're about to flip some people.
We doing some war crime gaming. Okay, I was not ready for a singed. Okay, damn.
This is the first Singed I've seen all season, and I'm excited for this. I very much expect the Singed to do very well in this kind of environment. I feel like it's only been 2 or 3 times in the Tier 1 world where you see a Singed come in and it plays very well. So we've gotten ourselves a special little pick in the Neferi, but the super special pick of the Singed being piloted by Paku in the top lane. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, we are in the final game. These are the final matches, the final setup with Think Rev Think and Gassy Chuds looking to take the throne for Season 2 here. Tonight's the night. Get yourselves ready. Get some popcorn. We'll be back. We're going to get this game loaded.
Hey, you're probably wondering where I am. Well, I'm in the beautiful city of Narcissus in the Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind. But better yet, I have a shout out to some of my favorite people ever. And no, it's not Reborn Mountain X. It's actually Icebound 7, Gelenium, and Big Rev, aka Manamyth. Shout out to all of our patrons who are subscribed on the Final Boss Discord site. Go sub, get FBDL Plus, get FBDL Ultimate. Make me smile more, and I'll read your name off every single time. I'll update this every single week. You can waste my time every single week.
Is that a gram? New card. What do you think?
Whoa, very nice. Look at that.
Picked them up from the printers yesterday.
Good coloring.
That's bone. And the lettering is something called Cillian Rail.
It's very cool, Bateman, but that's nothing. Look at this.
That is really nice.
Eggshell with Romalian type. What do you think?
Nice.
Yo, what's up? You're probably wondering where I am right now. And if it isn't obvious, I'm currently in the control room on Alpha Halo.
Fire in the hole! Cover fire! Firing!
But, better yet, I know what you want. And you want to join an esports organization, which is why you should join Final Boss Esports, the most prestigious, legendary esports organization ever. We have won AML, MSL, Legends, and maybe more soon. And you could be on the Hall of Heroes on the Final Boss website. So join today. Join Final Boss at now.
You wouldn't do anything that wasn't all right.
Pull over to the curb.
All right, old sport. All right.
Right you are. I didn't realize you played in FBDL. Go on ahead.
Thank you.
Hey guys, I'm Ishan, and if you're seeing this ad, it means Flay hasn't sent me one yet, so this one's gonna have to do for now. I'm just gonna BS some stuff and talk about CCS, giving you my honest thoughts. Anyways, quick introduction to CCS. It is a league from a long time ago that is now making its return under Flay. If you're a D3 cap player or even up to High Masters, they're looking to expand soon, I believe. Looking for the pre-made Fives league with, in my opinion, the best content, staff to player interaction, and production that I've seen in a long time out of any pre-made Fives league, then it's right here. And the Discord link's right there. If you don't get this Discord link by the time that ends, shoot me a DM. If you want to play in CCS under Final Boss, shoot me a DM. But anyways, I'll see you there.
30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Big Rev, there you go. Hey, you're probably wondering where I am. Well, I'm in the beautiful city of Narcissus in the Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind. But better yet, I have a shout out to some of my favorite people ever. And no, it's not Reborn Mountain X. It's actually Icebound 7, Gelenium, and Big Rev, aka Manamyth. Shout out to all of our patrons who are subscribed on the Final Boss Discord site. Go sub, get FBDL Plus, get FBDL Ultimate. Make me smile more, and I'll read your name off every single time. I'll update this every single week. You can waste my time every single week.
Is that a gram? New card. What do you think?
Whoa, very nice. Look at that.
Picked them up from the printers yesterday.
Good coloring.
That's bone. And the lettering is something called Cillian Braille.
It's very cool, Bateman, but that's nothing. Look at this.
That is really nice.
Eggshell with Romalian type. What do you think?
Nice.
falling in. This is because it's like all of a sudden, there's not much else. Everything's going to run through. The fight's going to go over. He's still chasing down this area. This is going to get that area. He returned into blue. Actually, comes down to time by the rhythm. Dr. Backshot still trying to defend him, but really get nothing. And Chuds is in a very awkward situation. He's very tough when he's down. He's able to face off. Doesn't get the summon to where he is. That's a lot of damage.
Yo, what's up? You're probably wondering where I am right now. And if it isn't obvious, I'm currently in the control room on Alpha Halo.
Fire in the hole! Cover fire! Firing!
But, better yet, I know what you want. And you want to join an esports organization, which is why you should join Final Boss Esports, the most prestigious, legendary esports organization ever. We have won AML, MSL, Legends, and maybe more soon. And you could be on the Hall of Heroes on the Final Boss website. So join today. Join Final Boss at now.
You wouldn't do anything that wasn't all right.
Pull over to the curb.
All right, old sport. All right.
Right you are. I didn't realize you played in FBDL. Go on ahead.
Thank you.
Hey guys, I'm Ishan, and if you're seeing this ad, it means Flay hasn't sent me one yet, so this one's gonna have to do for now. I'm just gonna BS some stuff and talk about CCS, giving you my honest thoughts. Anyways, quick introduction to CCS. It is a league from a long time ago that is now making its return under Flay. If you're a D3 cap player or even up to High Masters, they're looking to expand soon, I believe. Looking for the pre-made Fives league with, in my opinion, the best content, staff to player interaction, and production that I've seen in a long time out of any pre-made Fives league, then it's right here. And the Discord link's right there. If you don't get this Discord link by the time that ends, shoot me a DM. If you want to play in CCS under Final Boss, shoot me a DM. But anyways, I'll see you there.
30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Big Rev, there you go. Hey, you're probably wondering where I am. Well, I'm in the beautiful city of Narcissus in the Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind. But better yet, I have a shout out to some of my favorite people ever. And no, it's not Reborn Mountain X. It's actually Icebound 7, Gelenium, and Big Rev, aka Manamith. Shout out to all of our patrons who are subscribed on the Final Boss Discord site. Go sub, get FBDL Plus, get FBDL Ultimate. Make me smile more, and I'll read your name off every single time. I'll update this every single week. You can waste my time every single week.
Is that a gram? New card. What do you think?
Whoa, very nice. Look at that.
Picked them up from the printers yesterday.
Good coloring.
That's bone. And the lettering is something called Cillian Rail.
It's very cool, Bateman, but that's nothing. Look at this.
That is really nice.
Eggshell with Romalian type. What do you think?
Nice.
got the ult. He's gonna jump on in. This is better jump on some of this. Not my guess. I think he's gonna run through. The fight's gonna go over. He's still chasing down this ridge. This is one of the good players. He returned into blue. Actually comes down to trying to buy us the rhythm. Watch the backshot. Still trying to get the thing, but really get nothing. And Chuds, this is a very awkward situation. They're suffering the time. I'll go to face off. Doesn't get the summon to where I am. That's a lot of damage.
Yo, what's up? You're probably wondering where I am right now. And if it isn't obvious, I'm currently in the control room on Alpha Halo.
Fire in the hole! Cover fire! Firing!
But, better yet, I know what you want. And you want to join an esports organization, which is why you should join Final Boss Esports, the most prestigious, legendary esports organization ever. We have won AML, MSL, Legends, and maybe more soon. And you could be on the Hall of Heroes on the Final Boss website. So join today. Join Final Boss at now.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Game 5 of the final for Final Boss Draft League Season 2. We sit with REV and the Gassy Chuds facing off for the final time here. Both sat on the edge of elimination. Both started out struggling in this season. But I actually went back and found out, and you're going to love this, Dusik, when TRT and Chuds first faced out in the regular season, it was a clean 3-0. Now we're sitting at a 2-2 split in Game 5. So I love to say that the Chuds have grown. We are in a very long season, and they have proved themselves to be hard enough to weather any storm. Unfortunately, my equipment could not last night, so we are still going to be praying and hoping that we will get ourselves a clean production of this game tonight, and we are going to get ourselves into the meat and the metal of this.
Production might be clean, but looking at these lineups, the games will not, as we have a, like we talked about in the draft, we have a stinge. We are going to see some stinky man shenanigans in the top lane.
It makes me happy that such a champion has persevered this long in the game and was even made so well that when they reworked him, I was like, yeah, just light reskinning, he's still fantastic.
Light reskinning, make his W a little better. Nah, he's good enough as is.
Now, for the people at home, actually, just to get some little inner plays for what to look out for, his goop, his W, does that actually stop the ultimate from activating on the Scion?
It stops him from activating it, but it will not stop it once he's charging.
Yeah, so he can run through it, he becomes unmovable at that point, but that
Correct.
would tell me that that is a fantastic ability to sort of get him slowed down and really temper his ability to escape ganks. It also would prevent Lysandra from being able to actually dash away with her claw, and so goes the beginning of the proxy farm, just abusing Zimmy. My man, you need to be up there collecting minions, you don't need to try to be countering the proxy farm. Let him do what he's gonna do.
The Singed Classic, the early game proxy, the OG proxy farm champion. Oh, this brings me back.
Simpler times when there wasn't 200 champions in this game.
Yeah, interesting thing from Zimmy, he started with a Cole, but then tried to fight the Singed off the wave level 1.
It feels like his instincts are kicking in more than the itemized plan did, but he will... I don't know, I like that he's at least going to get himself some gold in this. I always like having the Cole just to guarantee some good income.
Oh,
I feel like
I'm
it's...
a massive Cole enjoyer, personally.
Yeah. Just, he's got to remember your entire job right now, and this is what I always try to harp on with these top laners, like, if you're going to be going into someone that's going to kick your butt, yes, you do want to try to keep the trades going so they don't have easy kill pressure on you. But clear the wave, man. Clear the wave. Hook's going to go on in. Barrier used very early here. All Gucci here, but countering. Aqua Prison's going to miss. Now Rue going back at him. Going to put some pert. Stepping forward here. Chasing him down. Minion wave in the advantage. Don't want to let the extra hurt hit. Majda going in for one more. Only going to take one turret shot.
That fully stacked little tempo really empowering those long trades from the Sivir. Conqueror is nice once you got the other abilities, but Sivir can just right-click that entire time. And we're already seeing these boomerang blades, even just off the minion, that chip damage adds up fast.
Yeah, Hook's gonna miss, but that means Gucci's gonna step forward. It's gonna get rooted though by the auto attack. Ignite's gonna go out here, 200 health on him, but Rebecca not going any further. Also low herself and low on mana. So we might see the end of any excessive aggressions.
Oh.
I might have been lighter auto attack in from the flash, and now jumping in here, the dog has arrived here, but the barrier's gonna save Rebecca. First blood picked up by the Neferi. Autumn Leaf doing some work out here.
Autumn Leaf just very early lane gank. I was not ready for that. Even seeing the full map, I was not watching for a level 4 Neferi lane gank.
No, and we don't see that very often these days, sort of in any context. Even like in this league, there was never really any that cheesy early ganks from any of the junglers. A lot of junglers like Castle were trying to just farm up all day, every day. And, oh, there comes the flip. Bear's going to be used here by Zimmy, but he's going to have to eat some of this poison and deal with the ticking damage. But yeah, so an early cheesy gank, especially like a lane gank like that, is a fantastic little surprise here to open us up into Game 5 and start getting that edge for TRT. Jackie chomping at the bit here to get this series wrapped up.
Yeah, I mean, look at the top line already. Like, even with that Neferi lane gank, the gold's still dead even because this Singe is just proxy farming, and it seems like Zimmy's struggling to catch these waves under tower consistently.
Yeah, is failing to understand what his objects and goals need to be. Paco doing a very good job. We got to see that a few times where he's putting pressure when the wave is in a neutral state, in a middle of the lane position, and just being like, you want to hit that minion? Nope. Gotta flip you. Mm-hmm. It's gonna cost you a flip.
And he did pick up the Faded Ashes, so we are going to see most likely the Leandri's Rush rather than the more tanky-ish Roa of the past.
Yeah, I never know if it's me or the items I choose that make my Singe not as potent as I experience in the game. But I'm going to blame it on something other than me.
Blame it on me.
We met like 5 weeks ago, but I will blame it on you.
There you go.
I've been playing this game for over 10 years, but it's always been your fault.
So have I.
Yeah. First Drake that is populating. Actually, before we get to that, Lumiere, oh, he flashes into the charm, missed the wall. Pure will get themselves on the board. That is a painful revelation there.
In a straight line, you gotta add an angle, people. Lumiere with either the panic or just not thinking it through, flashes directly in line of the charm and does get solo boloed by Pure.
Yeah, this does set up actually, and I like this. This is what I enjoy about these finals, this best of 7 format. Leaf, we know you're there, and now the ghost has been activated. Paco just activating his ghost. Is he gonna try to get kill threat here? I think he can.
He's 2 levels
Flashing
up.
over. Oh, he wants it. He wants to kill the dog here, and the dog will go down. Paco, it takes a while, but sometimes the inevitable is just a crushing experience, or maybe a choking experience with the poison. Now Mafia coming in here, Vault Breaker in and here. Now Majnu doesn't even have his flash available, will get taken out. All Gucci picking up his kill. We've actually just accelerated very quickly here. 4 kills on the board now, 7 minutes into the game. We went from a little bit of nothing with just that lane gank into something here.
Oh yeah, the entire map exploding all over the place. We're seeing those power spikes. Primarily Ari with the ult, Vi with the ult. Sin's just randomly 2 levels up on the enemy jungler, recognizing the path and saying, yeah, I can run you down. Your top lane ain't gonna get here in time. The game knowledge to recognize that they have that window to go for it. Perfect.
And that's going to accelerate him further and faster into this Leandries. That percentage health damage will be hurting this Scion no matter what you do, my friend. Picking up the Longsword and the Ruby, I'm not sure about that decision. I would think, especially since the other side laner, if this game goes later, is going to be the Ahri, that any amount of magic resist would be what you'd want to prioritize. Am I wrong?
I wonder if we're maybe rushing Titanic for more wave clear. That I can see that, but
could be. Proxy farm's still going to work.
Tiamat, like the giant spell into Longsword just feels really disorganized.
But I would still be wanting to go for just that AoE clearing magic resist. I feel like it's the the bloom.
I know what you're talking about. I can't even name it though.
See if I can actually get something up here. Gucci, don't die before I look up this item, buddy. Oh, we're stepping forward here.
Hollow Radiant, thank you, production.
Thank you, production. Thank you, Ishan coming in clutch.
Thank you, magical voice in the sky.
That no one else but us can hear.
Thank you, Sky Voice.
Alrighty. So I want to highlight this actually because we got to watch it last night happen repeatedly where TRT's control over objectives was premier, and the Gassy Chuds really fell behind on that a lot. The context in this game being that, yes, there is a higher point balance side of Chuds, but they have gotten themselves the first 3 grubs. They've gotten themselves the first Ocean Drake, the first Drake of this map. So holding out very great. A lot of control, a lot of objectives. Lumera, you need to dodge those charms, honey. That is painful. So
Yeah, thankfully the Pure did rush the Merc Treads over more aggression, so the combo's not hurting as big, but it's a lot harder to trade back when they already surprisingly tanky this early in the game.
yeah. Look across here. Sheen picked up by the Corki, gonna start having a lot more power and impact. And they've actually gone in here, and the Fury's arrived as well here. No AD carry available, but they don't think they need the help. Autumn Leaf, I think he's going to get himself one more auto attack. Tries to flash away before the auto attack
in 1 second.
connects. Packy is stuck around far too long. The follow-up hook. Good double Aqua Prison, but the double kill will be secured. 3 kills in the pocket for Autumn Leaf right now. Very much putting the focus on this bot lane and really abusing the overconfidence from the Gassy Chuds, I believe. Not anticipating a gank when, oh, Aqua Prison, or the Entomb, going to put some terror shots onto the Ahri, and now they're chasing her into the jungle right now. She's gotten herself underneath the other tower, and now the turret shots are going to actually save her life. That is a lot of health eaten up.
Yeah, but I did use the Vault Breaker to try to tower dive Lissandra there, but I don't know if Pure just ult ran out, or they couldn't get in range, or what happened. There might have been some miscommunication, so they could not get the follow-up on the play.
Yeah, and Vi is able to actually escape without getting caught by Autumn Leaf there in the jungle. Lumera trying to just collect these waves and get on back. Does not have the teleport up for maybe another while. His tower is almost gone here, already halfway through here topside.
Once again, just this dirty farming from the Singed. With the Omnivamp boots too, which is... We've been seeing a lot of it this series, and I wonder if there's just something we don't know about, where just like someone's run the numbers. It's like, yeah, this is a lot better than people give him credit for.
It makes you wonder if actually he's going to go and get the Ohm Breaker and really increase how much like just vamp that he gets, and also the tankiness that Singed will have as this game goes later. Because in my opinion, like especially with like if your target is really more the squishies, having just the Leandries and then going full tank after that is a pretty satisfying build of unkillability, super damage from just your own poison, the Leandries burn under low health targets is pretty satisfactory. It should be enough, I would think.
Oh yeah, it gives you everything you need.
So we're actually having a little bit of a party down here. We'll critique the Singed later, because if he actually has missed any amount of CS so far in this game, that means failure has arrived. Singed is now arriving. This might be just a zoning teleport. Majnu misses that hook, and now Singed, he's all ready to go. He's going to try to get the flip on, but there's a lot of damage coming back, and you funneled yourself into a bottleneck here. Majnu in the middle of it. Aqua Prison is going to catch him, and Lumera, oh, and the Prison's going to be used defensively, but is there any damage to go back? Rebecca's already kind of left the fight. Now, Autumn Leaf tries to go back in to get the finish off, jumps over the wall to save their life. That is a 1 for none, because, yeah, that looks like about it. So, kind of a nothing ball of a fight. Got pretty intense, but the Chuds will persevere. They will get the dragon.
1 for none, but they get the dragon on top, and we're already seeing the power of this Singed. Just hold up.
All right, going for a backup fight here. Kekis, you've been caught out here. Going to be a big bite there. Autumn Leaf taking down the fish. I don't know he was a pescatarian, but he is eating well right now.
No, but Think actually coming back and getting that dragon after the tail end of that fight, not letting him get it for free.
Yeah, sometimes you think you're going to get it for free, and then you back off too much of your resources, and then you get jumped on, and that's about what would happen there. Rebecca, you're about to get jumped on, though. Barrier not available. Spell shield can't save you from auto attacks. Gucci will get himself a 3rd kill.
Gucci is set up to do the thing we've seen Corki do every game so far. I also realized top tower went down.
It did. It did. And he did a Titanic Hydra. So looking to hit hard onto the Singed and clear waves. Fair enough, bud. Fair enough. You do
Yeah, we
you.
see full first items coming through on Gassy Chuds now. Herald spawning in 1 minute. Paco doesn't want to wait for it, though. He wants to fight now.
He does, and if that axe comes up pretty soon, oh boy, you're about to have a lot of attention in your direction. Majnu has arrived here. Just gonna get the auto attack off. That should be enough. Follow up. There we go. Flashes away, but there's the depth charge to follow him. And now there's another fight elsewhere. The rest of the team here being dove on. The wave's gonna hit quite a lot. Paco is still alive. He's gonna kill Autumn Leaf, and Majnu can't even connect the hook. He will get out by the edge, but he wants to come back to finish what he started. He's got a minion group to eat any hooks that are coming through. There's not even an ignite available. He's gonna let the poison do the job. Oh, that is... Oh, it's so disgusting. It's so disgusting.
Rule 1 of League. Don't chase the Singed. Oh, the Insanity Potion is with level 11, the level 2 Insanity Potion. The amount of raw stats and health regen Singed gets from pressing that R button it's insane when you actually look at the numbers.
Yeah. It's one of those items, it's one of those abilities that, because it's old school, it's just a stat buff. It's just a pure stat stick of an ability. But until you go from chunking him in quarters to not doing anything to him, and then he starts regenning, like not Warmog's regenning, but regenning enough while you're hitting him, it really changes your perception on what's about to happen to you.
It's one of those abilities where they put it on a modern day champion, the community would be an uproar. Like, what do you mean he gets 80 ability power, 80 armor, 80 MR, all this health regen, all this move speed, and previous wounds for like 30 seconds?
It's gross, but unfortunately back in the day, we didn't, it's somewhere between, I guess, we didn't do math or we didn't care, because we were just happy to have a fun game.
It's also attached to Singed. That's
Yeah.
more the, that's more the thing. The champion it's attached to tharks on you and runs away.
Yep, you're gonna need to be able to do a bit of chase and die. Alright, there's a lot happening across the map per se. Posturing down in the bot lane, but that looks like they're backing off. Alrighty, false alarm. You were saying about the mechanics and the lore of Singed and how we tolerate too much abuse as a community, I think. But we're having a little bit of a... Alright, Kekagus getting in a little bit of trouble. Teleport in. Here comes the Ahri. And that's going to be a Volt Breaker jumping onto it. Autumn Leaf goes down, and now the Charm is actually... He could not put out his prison.
He used it
Mara
offensively.
destroyed. Oh, he might have already
He
used it on
it
the fight.
offensively.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, this we're talking about the power of that Volt Breaker into Ahri. It is so much lockdown from so far away. If you overstep one, you are not getting away from that. And the Corki, with his Trinity Force, is outputting so much damage, you cannot match in these team fights.
Yeah, it looks like TRT, they almost got this turret down here in the bot lane.
Yeah, but Chuds will pit. He's taking.
Yes. Yes, he is. He's about to lose it, though. It's about to get reset.
Never mind.
Alright, Zimmy.
Paku's Doom. But doesn't matter. Decide he can't run him down. That's his one chance.
One chance. That's all you got.
Yeah.
Man, I miss Frozen Mallet.
I do and I don't. Having played Frozen Mallet Kennen and just bully people, it was a lot of fun until you got to the end of it.
Yeah. All I'm really good about is remembering Boy Boy with the Frozen Mallet on Tristana. And then Reckless did it once in like a pro game, and you're like, wait a minute, what? Why? I'm gonna do this, homie. Alrighty, back in this game. Wave clear coming in. Rebecca doing her job, just clearing the waves and then trying to rotate for any fights that are going to happen. The Infernal Drake is up and available. This will be an Infernal map Soul. Gassy Jets have collapsed. Doesn't look like the teleport's up and available for Paku. He's going to have to start making his way over if he wants to be a part of this fight. Dragon has been started, so Chud's not slowing down. They've got a 5k gold lead, 5.5k gold lead. They should have no problem just taking this and running through it, collecting their souls, moving. He gets in there, but he gets out. Can't actually get the smite off. Now, Paku, you're being surrounded, and I don't think you're worried about
now. I don't know if they can catch him. He's got that rare life. He has Ghost. He has his Insanity Potion. You are not catching that, man.
Oh,
There he goes. He's got the zoomies.
Yeah, he's going after Rue on this one. A lot of good lockup here, but the damage has got to come through. It might just be enough here. The poison is ticking. One more auto attack should do it, but I think she's going to die. She walks into the poison in the brush, trapped, but goes down for 350 gold collected by Paco. He's 4-1-2. Rue gets 1 killed. I did not see if she got shutdown gold.
It was
for
a
that one.
700 gold shut. It was a 700 gold shutdown.
All right, so that is good. Gold into... Oh, are we using this as an engage option? I think we are.
Engage Herald!
There we go, engage Herald, and now that we jumped on, dove on, destroyed here. Double kill collected by Pure. Tip dag, dodge, and dive. Turret goes down. That gold lead has now exploded to 7k. Zimmy's going to do his best topside. Has not really been able to be a part of these fights yet, it feels like. And there's that gold craft. Just a nice good old chasm, just digging deeper and deeper.
Tinker, think you've a lot of these resources trying to punish this Singe, but every time they've done it, they've only managed to go even. So this gold lead just keeps exploding when they pressure the other side of this map. The Gassy Chuds really letting the Singe just be more of a nuisance than an actual threat at this point.
I don't think Pure's got the damage for this. Just looking to collect.
Zimmy thinks he does, though. He is panic teleporting out.
Alright, in case there was any more help rotating, that teleport will be used. There isn't really an objective just yet to worry about. Baron is up and alive.
Yeah, Baron is up, but Corky, while he does have a lot of that burst, they don't have those raw DPS, so I doubt we'll see a classic 20-minute Baron.
Yeah, sorry Corky, need a real 80 carry if you're gonna pull that one off.
Or, I mean, he also is about to finish his man immune. That tower is about to spike hard on his Corky.
Alright, blue buff stolen. Not. Actually, Leaf secures it, saves his resources. Paku creating some pressure. Rebecca kind of all on her own, and this is exactly what you want. Just going to wait for that spell shield to go away. Stepping up, trying to get some damage. Voltbreak is going to bring the Vi underneath the turret. That might be a little bit, maybe a step too far here. Now Rebecca gets to unload here, start putting out these ricochets. A lot of damage to be put out, but is it enough? They get 1 kill back, but if it's just the Singe here, it may not be enough. They get some turret plates. Autumn Leaf trying to get in there. Gucci's going to be able to actually flash to the side. Zimmy misses on the charge. Everyone's so low on the side of TRT, they need to back off. They can't really fight this.
Everyone's low, but no one has a way to run him down anymore. Every ult's been burned. Zimmy's ult going wide, and the Volt Breaker to punish missed. So everything got used, but really, that was a lot used by TRT that you're not going to see as much. Like the flash and the barrier used from the Sivir. That really is her only escape tool, so now they don't have that for the dragon fight. And without that protection, I imagine that will just be Soul Point going over to Gassy Chuds in a minute and a half.
They're prepping and surrounding it once more. I feel like they brought...
I'm sorry, did Ultra just fold by the Hex Optics?
Pure. There we go. Gonna be caught out here. Gonna get finished off. I don't even think I have to use the ultimate. Yeah, Ultimate's ultimate's up in 5 seconds, so that was clean.
Yeah, just chain CC, lock him down, don't give him the chance to get away. He did have that flash up, so if he got over that wall, he would have had time to get his dashes back. I think we did the ult right now.
Ooh, that's a good rocket
Spirit
there.
Rush. There we go, Spirit Rush. I should know this, I play the champion.
It's okay. I don't know it either. And I've never played that champion, actually.
Oh, the bubble!
That Aqua Prison actually was dirty.
Oh.
Ultimate denied and saving his 80 carries life there. Now Mafia, he's all alone. Pekka's going to be able to throw a wave. We're going to get a good knock up here. A double Aqua Prison, but the Vi will still go down. TRT fighting back here. Stepping forward. They want to fight. Pure's gotten into the middle. Lumera, they're going to pop over the wall into the Baron Pit, but Gucci is following them to the end. Someone's going to die here, and it's probably going to be Majnu. Autumn Leaf has vacated to the far side of the map, and now TRT, they're back. This is the first time. They're in the driver's seat. I'm going to take this worm down.
Guess each other's going to worm down.
Oh, wait. Okay, I got backwards. I got so backwards there. I was, sorry. Sorry, everyone. I was entirely surprised by what was happening there. It felt like such a reversal of what should be happening. Autumn Leaf, you shouldn't be there. Zimmy, dramatic entrance, but will be a dissatisfying finish here. Alrighty. Gassy Chuds pressing forward, trying to actually get these final kills. Way to back up there, Paku. But the Baron has not been slain.
No, TRT doing what they should do. That teleport coming in, buying enough time to, or enough pressure to make them back off the Baron. With the ADC and support down, Gassy Chuds realize they had that timing, even if they are slower to get it done.
And now the bigger prize. The next Drake is up, next Infernal Drake. Mafia looking for an option. He's actually going to get CC'd up to death. He's going to be able to ultimate onto Zimmy, but that isn't really the best target here. Majnu in the middle of it. He's going to be able to put the depth charge, I believe, onto the Nami, who gets exploded. Autumn is trying to run away here, but that's the jungler. He goes down here. And now Pure, another kill, looking for the reset. Gets the Foxfire out. And now, once again, slapping them with their wallets. They do get 2 kills. But they're still going to be able to get the Drake here. TRT are putting up a valiant fight, really trying to fight toe-to-toe here with the Gassy Chuds. But they just can't, actually get enough damage out.
No, it really is just this wallet difference. Like, we see the Vi going a little deep, get a chain CC, just cannot get out, decides to just commit the ult, get something done. But,
and I'm looking at Rebecca here, trying to step forward here, trying to get more auto attacks down. But she's brought so low here. A poison, I think, there was a trail of poison there, and now gets caught out here. Pure pops her.
Yep,
double kill.
The poison and just straight rockets from the Corki chipping her bit by bit. All of a sudden, you look down your health bar, 3/4 of it's gone, and you have no idea what happened.
It's one of those moments where it might not be the peak amount of DPS, but getting a lifesteal item can feel really good on Sivir. Especially with how those ricochets with the crits can really get you back up to full health while you're face taking damage sometimes.
It definitely can, but a free IE stopping to buy lifesteal can feel so bad.
No, I hear you on that one for sure. I can't say between... See, I've never been a fan of the Essence Reaver. There's just something about it where it just feels like it's an item to help people that suck at managing their mana.
Full disagree. It's a Sheen Blade now, man. It's so much extra damage.
I hear that. That's actually a decent point. I
Everyone,
don't know.
OG Essence Reaver, yes. OG Essence Reaver that just randomly gave back mana, yeah, it was a terrible item to nothing. But now, don't forget, the Sheen proc with Essence Reaver scales with crit chance.
Yeah, but you're going to get scaled down here. Rebecca, you can try to put out the spell shield, but that's a 2-part ultimate. And Mafia fails to jump over the wall here, but Autumn Leaf and Rebecca are going to have to run away. He's going to get hit by the Aqua Prison. He can tank a lot of damage, but there's no damage coming from his team to trade. And now Gassy Chuds, they're taking a long time. They've been marinating this Baron for the past 5 minutes, it feels like, and I feel like it's time to finally take it. And you need to at least bait with it to get TRT to come out of their base and give you the fight that you want to actually finish this game.
I mean, I think it's a very dangerous bait. They burned every ult besides the Ahri ult, while the other side only burned Silver Flash, and never mind, they got on him.
May not matter here. Pure face taking his way in here, trying to get the catch out. Now Paku, who's in the middle of it, he's going to get rooted. Flips back, and that will be the Nautilus going down. Now I'll get you stepping forward here, getting Rue, Rockets, Rain, and now...
Now that's a Baron call
now. Are we sure? Are we sure?
I don't know, let's find out.
We're at least going to get in the pit, start hitting it.
Yep, alright, that was another clean 3-for-0. Autumn Leaf stepping up and just the chain CC of the flip and the charm and the knockup. There is, even with that invulnerability under the theory, that is so much coming out, you can't stop it all. And once one connects, you are done.
Alright, and then Simch actually wasn't even there to deal with the Baron, so he's just been pushing waves. Now, 2 minutes till the Infernal Drake shows up. They've got 3 minutes on this Baron buff. I feel like it's going to be maximized. They've got most waves pushed. So they should be able to get 1, maybe 2 inhibitors down before they actually maybe reset and get this soul collected.
Yeah, soul in 1 minute 30 seconds. Massive power spikes coming in from Chuds, even though they were short already. GA on the Corki, so even if they find that miracle pick, it's not going to be enough now. Ahri with the full funny hack, picking up that death cap.
Yeah,
the damage output right now. Oh!
Yep, that's one rocket. That's one Corky rocket.
That was just a missile, no follow-up auto. That was just raw missile damage, not even level 16.
No hate on
He was
Gucci, but
dead range.
you know Handy Taco would have actually like Valkyried forward to like really put Rue down to like 1 health.
You got that GA safety, send it, full send it, no ball.
Honestly.
Oh, every time. And I'm realizing now,
He's
even
bullying.
with Knight's Vow mitigating some of it, that's not even the full rocket damage.
Yeah, some of it's actually being caught by. Is it Scott? Yeah, it is the Knight's Vow on the Nautilus. This is going to be second inhibitor taken down here by Gassy. Chuds, do you want to actually try to finish the game right now? You can go back and get the power of explosion. But they want to try to suppress him. They want to try to pin them down here. Paco, he's put on the ghost. He's going to try to flip Autumn Leaf here. He's going to actually miss it. Gets onto Rue. Only a little bit of poison, but he's going to start doing laps around this Nexus. He will get rooted up. He will get broken down here. Now, Rue, you need to start stepping up and put some auto attacks in here. But she will be caught. She will be exploded. They didn't need the soul. They don't need the Infernal Drake here. Gassy Chuds are looking to actually get going here. Autumn Leaf's going to get a few kills back here. If he can get one more here, Gucci is going low here. The minions are doing the work. And, oh, Charm will connect. There we go. Finishing it off, all Gucci with a sliver of health. We'll put the final nail in the coffin in this match here. We are going to get ourselves moving. Gassy Chuds get their third win on the series here, and now they are primed to take the trophy.
Yeah, I mean, this is the story we've seen time and time again with these picks. Corky getting ahead early, Ari being this menace in these mid-game team fights. Singed almost out damaging the Corky. I mean, I gotta know where that damage came from. That is.
I don't remember what the Singed's final items were because the Leandri's was confirmed, but what else did he get? Did he actually get the Rylai's too?
So, like, it is a little
Yeah.
bit more scaling, but, like, I think it's just they spent so much time chasing that Singed early game once he got a lead, just building up that damage. And even though he went down a lot of those fights, just the raw damage and CC output with that Rylai's, it bought that time, bought that damage for the Ari and the Corky to clean up. I mean, from start to finish, it really was just Gassy Chuds in the driver's seat. They had a small misstep around a Baron pit where they lost a little bit of lead, but beyond that, it was just think to get a single tower all game.
No, and that's with even Rebecca doing the best that she could on the Sivir here, putting out top damage for her team. So respect there, but she could not really step forward in a lot of those fights because the Corki just had a free line of fire to her. She couldn't dodge him, but they also kind of weren't being eaten by Zimmy. He was distracted by the Singed over in a side lane when the rest of his team are trying to get into these fights. So we're going to get ourselves, right now, Gassy Chuds, they're on championship point. They can take this series here. And let me see if we actually have some updated information here for you, ladies and gentlemen. Here, let me see. Alrighty. So I actually have very good news here. We can get ourselves into the next year. We can get ourselves into game 6. No break for anyone here. We're running full speed ahead. Let's get ourselves into the draft. And I'm going to actually start looking here at what we have for fielding. So going into game 6, I think REV will actually have the point lead here. 179 here. Andy is back on the Rift here. Riddy in the jungle. Mark Boots and Bubster and Lumera rounding out the mid to bot side of the map. And then Sad White Man will be coming in for Paku in the top lane here with Mafia still in the jungle with Elegance returning. We have not seen them since game 1 in the mid lane. Captain Man, Handy Taco in the bot lane with Paku is now rotated to the support role. So there are some power players on the side of Gassy Chuds. This isn't a nothing fight right now. This is nowhere near a sandbag situation here. Gassy Chuds can take it. Handy Taco is putting himself in position to lead his team to the trophy. While Andy is here to hopefully even... It's actually... Let me look. That is 4 tier 1s there on the side of ThinkRef. Thinks this is about the best that they can put out on the map right now.
Look at this roster. I mean, the bands coming out make perfect sense here. I mean, we got the Lucian, we got the Corki, Can't Tackle Classics, we got the Syndra. The Sen and the Graves, I'm guessing those are more pocket picks. But this is the other control match we've been seeing a lot of this series. The Hui being locked in for Think on their first pick.
And then there's the Ornn being picked up for Sad White Man, so trying to make sure he's got his secured super tanky top laner up and available. And the Tristana being picked up for Handy Taco, I do like this. I like Tristana is one of those champions that feels like they have an absurd amount of agency between her mobility, her ability to take down turrets at an absurd and an obscene rate, and then the Buster Shot to push away divers. It really makes her hard to get on, and if she's got a good tanky front line, this Ornn is a fantastic start, then she's allowed to run ship.
Well, also just it's one of those champions that this scales deceptively well because they get that bonus attack range with each level, combined with the extra
Draw on the bead. Yeah.
Combined with the extra scaling the Ornn gives just for existing and hitting a certain level point. I think it's a great start for scaling comprehensive Taco that also lets them play into their strengths.
Yeah, because while she is a very good, not really classified these days as a hyper scaling champion like she was before her rework, I would say, but definitely with how that range increases and will outrange this Ezreal if he can't land his Mystic shots, is gonna be able to do a fantastic amount of work. And oh, this Vi coming in, I like it being denied. Mafia did a very good job on that in the last game. Okay.
Wait.
Is this Darius in the jungle or Ornn support? Or Ornn in the jungle?
Is it Ornn mid? I am curious about what the Gassy Chuds got playing this draft now.
Do they... Hold on, let me look around here a little bit. Elegance. Roles are mid and top. So this could be Elegance taking the Ornn into the mid lane, playing the game of just clear waves, scale, get the bonus items built. Let me look around here. I'm just going to check what other options we have here. Sad White Man is a top in support, so can't say there's going to be any surprises from that. So, alrighty, big beefy beast here. A deceptive amount of damage. Very good peel. The Ornn and the Darius together are fantastic peel pieces for this Tristana. The Nautilus has been taken away. The Yone denied from Andy. I do like that. The Silas being banned, there's no way.
I mean, with the amount of AD Gassy Chuds got drafted, we could be seeing the Rock.
Is Andy gonna actually try to actually win Game 6 on Malphite here?
I mean, it's looking like a good draft for it. I mean, that's more AD. If we're gonna see a Malphite, that's an insane amount of AD.
Rammus almost feels viable right now, and we had a Rammus game this season. It was atrocious. This is actually getting a little crazy right now. They need AP. They unless one of these champions here, it's got to be the Ornn feels like the better option, even though he doesn't get levels as fast, and that would be denying the ornaments. I don't know how this Gassy Chuds comp actually rounds out here.
Oh, the Yuumi Ezreal bot lane.
That's about to be a little bit of an abusive relationship.
So, my thought right now for Gassy Chuds is I'm still betting it to be the Ornn mid, Darius top, and Neferi jungle. So my guess is we're going to see support come out last for Gassy Chuds. They got something cooking with Paku.
It's so weird because, especially knowing the disparity, it's with the top lane with just Andy versus Sad White Man. He gets his Jax, which he did neutrally pretty good on. And I believe it was game 3 yesterday. So I'm kind of, man, the auto attack denial with the.
I mean, it makes more sense here, but the Vel. Wait, is it Vel support?
Is it Vel support, Neferi in the jungle, or in mid, Darius top?
So it's either the only two that are stoppable are like Ornn and Vel'Koz. It's either Ornn
and the Vel'Koz makes sense. The Vel'Koz makes sense because Elegance likes long range champions. Had the Xerath in the game 1, so I'm really betting this Vel'Koz goes mid lane for Elegance. Gives the high range, true damage, very good burst. There's not a lot of tankiness on the side of Think Rev Think. It's really 2 bruisers with the Vi and the Jax. These are going to be production's best guesses, everybody. Don't take this as gospel. It also is Paku in the bot lane here. Ashawn might actually be cooking because that's why the Anivia ban is there. So Elegance might have a very interesting mid lane experience here with Mark Boots, who does do very well. I do remember them performing very well throughout the season. This is awkward. This is strange here. We might be getting ourselves into a game 7 here in the final if the Gassy Chuds cannot secure it here. They've got Options. Handy Taco is on the field. There is a chance for this to actually go their way. They can blow this out. They can win this one. But Andy's on the field, and Think Rev Think have themselves a pretty stable comp to execute. We're going to find out here in just a minute. Give us a second to load it up. I'm on the edge of my seat. I hope you are too. See you soon.
Hey, you're probably wondering where I am. Well, I'm in the beautiful city of Narcissus in the Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind. But better yet, I have a shout out to some of my favorite people ever. And no, it's not Reborn Mountain X. It's actually Icebound 7, Gelenium, and Big Rev, aka Manamith. Shout out to all of our patrons who are subscribed on the Final Boss Discord site. Go sub, get FBDL Plus, get FBDL Ultimate. Make me smile more, and I'll read your name off every single time. I'll update this every single week. You can waste my time every single week.
Is that a gram? New card. What do you think?
Whoa, very nice. Look at that.
Picked them up from the printers yesterday.
Good coloring.
That's bone. And the lettering is something called Cillian Rail.
It's very cool, Bateman, but that's nothing. Look at this.
That is really nice.
Eggshell with Romalian type. What do you think?
Nice.
We've got the he's going to jump on in. This is trying to jump out of some of this. I'm like, I think he's going to run through. The fight's going to go over. He's still chasing down this area. This is going to get that area. He returned into blue. Ashton jumps on by the ribbon. Dr. Backshot still trying to get the thing, but really get nothing. And Chuds is in a very awkward situation. He's very tough when he's going to go face off. Doesn't get the stomach to go around. That's a lot of damage. I think
Yo, what's up? You're probably wondering where I am right now. And if it isn't obvious, I'm currently in the control room on Alpha Halo.
Fire in the hole! Cover fire! Firing!
But, better yet, I know what you want. And you want to join an esports organization, which is why you should join Final Boss Esports, the most prestigious, legendary esports organization ever. We have won AML, MSL, Legends, and maybe more soon. And you could be on the Hall of Heroes on the Final Boss website. So join today. Join Final Boss at now.
You wouldn't do anything that wasn't all right.
Pull over to the curb.
All right, old sport. All right.
Right you are. I didn't realize you played in FBDL. Go on ahead.
Thank you.
Hey guys, I'm Ishan, and if you're seeing this ad, it means Flay hasn't sent me one yet, so this one's gonna have to do for now. I'm just gonna BS some stuff and talk about CCS, giving you my honest thoughts. Anyways, quick introduction to CCS. It is a league from a long time ago that is now making its return under Flay. If you're a D3 cap player or even up to High Masters, they're looking to expand soon, I believe. looking for the pre-made Fives League with, in my opinion, the best content, staff-to-player interaction, and production that I've seen in a long time out of any pre-made Fives League, then it's right here. And the Discord link's right there. If you don't get this Discord link by the time that ends, shoot me a DM. If you want to play in CCS under Final Boss, shoot me a DM. But anyways, I'll see you there.
30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Big Rev, there you go. Hey, you're probably wondering where I am. Well, I'm in the beautiful city of Narcissus in the Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind. But better yet, I have a shout out to some of my favorite people ever. And no, it's not Reborn Mountain X. It's actually Icebound 7, Gelenium, and Big Rev, aka Manamith. Shout out to all of our patrons who are subscribed on the Final Boss Discord site. Go sub, get FBDL Plus, get FBDL Ultimate. Make me smile more, and I'll read your name off every single time. I'll update this every single week. You can waste my time every single week.
Is that a gram? New card. What do you think?
Whoa, very nice. Look at that.
Picked them up from the printers yesterday.
Good coloring.
That's bone. And the lettering is something called Cillian Rail.
It's very cool, Bateman, but that's nothing. Look at this.
That is really nice.
Eggshell with Romalian type. What do you think?
Nice.
He's got the he's gonna jump on in. This is gonna jump on some of this. Not my guess. I think he's gonna run through. The fight's gonna go over. He's still chasing down this ridge. This is the one with the ridge. He returned into blue. Actually been trying to buy the rhythm. Foster backshot still trying to defend things, but really get nothing. Trouble seems to see very opposite situations. They're suffering. They're going to face off. Doesn't get someone to where I am. That's a lot of damage. I think
Yo, what's up? You're probably wondering where I am right now. And if it isn't obvious, I'm currently in the control room on Alpha Halo.
Fire in the hole! Cover fire! Firing!
But, better yet, I know what you want. And you want to join an esports organization, which is why you should join Final Boss Esports, the most prestigious, legendary esports organization ever. We have won AML, MSL, Legends, and maybe more soon. And you could be on the Hall of Heroes on the Final Boss website. So join today. Join Final Boss at now.
You wouldn't do anything that wasn't all right.
Pull over to the curb.
All right, old sport. All right.
Right you are. I didn't realize you played in FBDL. Go on ahead.
Thank you.
Hey guys, I'm Ishan, and if you're seeing this ad, it means Flay hasn't sent me one yet, so this one's gonna have to do for now. I'm just gonna BS some stuff and talk about CCS, giving you my honest thoughts. Anyways, quick introduction to CCS. It is a league from a long time ago that is now making its return under Flay. If you're a D3 cap player or even up to High Masters, they're looking to expand soon, I believe. Looking for the pre-made fives league with, in my opinion, the best content, staff to player interaction, and production that I've seen in a long time out of any pre-made five.
Two have entered tonight. One will leave, crown the champion for Season 2. Gassy Chuds right now stand on the edge of changing the history books, of changing the course of history. And TRT stand on the brink of elimination once again, but now it's way higher. The stakes are way higher. They have been able to survive the entire season, getting through the bracket stage, surviving Swiss stage, surviving elimination, and now they must win this. Andy in the top side, Bubster here in the bot side, they all must come together to beat the Chuds and get this to a Game 7, or we're packing up and going home, boys.
And looking at how these lineup have gone down, it is the Darius in the top side, Neferi in the jungle, and Ornn in the mid lane. We do have some tank mid action with the summon Airy for that little bit of extra poke, just looking to survive lane and scale.
Yeah, very unorthodox situation. I do like having the Ornn in an actual lane to get those levels and to get him resources so he can be a proper tank and bring out those ornaments as fast as possible. Our eyes naturally are going to be on Andy here in the top side, particularly on this Jax. Fingers crossed for Sad White Man to at least hold his own. And then the other big ringer is going to be Paku on this Vel'Koz. A nice pocket pick for him. That's why the Anivia was banned. This person is a mid laner in their day job. That's a joke. We all actually have real lives. And
but he did not go spaghetti Vel'Koz. I mean, we got to deduct points for that.
I mean, socially, he's just absolutely reprehensible for not having that. But at least in the game, it doesn't matter. And now Handy Taco asserting once again himself, putting that little bit of an explosion bomb onto the turret. And Sad White Man getting a decent trade here, pulling in Chuck, getting some stacks. That bleed damage, always getting a little bit of bonus in there.
And referring to the tank mid, for anyone who did watch the Genji T1 match earlier today, Faker did actually play Sion mid lane, so tank mids are making a comeback.
They are.
They are. With the upgraded boots, with the upgraded merc treads, they are very hard for control mages to kill.
Oh goody, oh goody. Gotta love it. Gotta love when tanks start taking over where mages should be. There's a good collection. Oh, almost gets the full 3 stacks there. Good little buffer. Might just have missed the knockup, but Bubster gonna have to dance around a lot here. It's just one target, but the Eva's gonna be pretty attacked the whole time. Upchuck in a bit of trouble here. Gets the stun off, but both have flash. Oh no, the minion damage. Did it run out? There it goes! There it goes. The particles disappear, but the damage still connected, and Sad White Man surprises everybody and gets first blood onto Andy. What a fantastic little surprise here, and that does not bode well for the odds for TRT here.
No, Sad White Man on the Darius now with this early lead. Both ghosts burn, but both still have flashing. That is such a sad way to lose first blood too. The last minute autos chase you down.
Yeah, and you thought those were all dodged, but they will follow you to the ends of the earth. Your auto attacks, even from the minions, will make sure they land. It's in the programming. So now it's going to come down to, I'm just going to preempt this. Sad White Man, you can get the first blood here onto Andy. We've all watched him die. It does happen, but must be prepared for how this lane will develop. So
Yeah,
great,
Jack's one
great.
of those champions where even if they just get levels, those cooldowns, that points in the ultimate, the extra on hit, it adds up fast.
Yep.
You have to keep the Jacks down. You can't just get a little bit of a lead.
Yep. Now he's just going to get a free push into this wave. Sad White Man going to be forced to just blast it under his turret. And Jack's backing up once again. He's already got 2 long swords. What is he cooking up here?
I'm guessing just working towards a Trinity Force, getting an extra Ruby Crystal. I mean, it makes sense. It's going to take a while for that wave to bounce back with how much crashed into tower. He doesn't want to fight Darius in lane right now. If he could have been keeping track of level ups, he should have known Darius hit 6 that wave. So just taking the reset when he's going to turn tower anyway, it's a good call.
Oh, wow, flashes, but actually still get siege here. Now Paku, level 4 here, doesn't have actually the full ultimate, but there's enough damage and thick available. Gonna have Zaitzi Bolivar in to substitute for Elegance.
Was that a
We missed
prediction on the Ornal, or did he react to it? Either way, that was clean redirection.
I think he did a slight adjustment on it, but I don't believe the flash was far enough away from the target.
We're gonna replay from the production here, see if it was reaction or prediction. I believe it was reaction, but I just want to get a verification, because if that was a predicted, let's see.
Gets the slow, knocks
No!
it up. Yeah,
That
looks like a
predicted!
predict. That's good
That
stuff
was a
there.
prediction from the Ord in the mid lane! Oh!
Gassy Chuds surprising us here. Good little bit of swing there. Good decimate from Sad White Man.
He gets the pull, but does not have the follow-up damage. Can't get enough stacks to get that ult out as the minions are crashing. Upchuck just trying to do the best he can to just catch these waves. Across the map now, Gassy Chuds holding a sizable, almost 1k gold lead as they are now starting up this dragon. Taku trying to keep this pressure in the bot side with Henny Taco, trying to start this dragon, but looks like Think are either aware of it or trying to look for the counter engage. Riddy does spot him early and does push the Fury off the dragon. Think did have priority on that mid lane move, so they are able to take control of the dragon from Gassy Chuds and are going to push them off of it. They don't have a way to break in. Comet also almost taking it, but no, it will be the first Ocean Dragon going over to Rev Think. Securing something in this game to get them back from that 1k gold deficit.
Yeah, and I was waiting for that comment to actually have the surprise steal there. the positioning from the bot lane was actually pretty well done. The poke landing onto Paku, really limiting their ability to support their jungler, who was going for a good first catch. I was actually trying to compliment the Chuds for pretty much going for the first major objective in this match like they did in the previous one. But Rev Think just kind of outmaneuver them and outpoke them and are allowed to come on in and just take the layup.
I mean, also that is the one downside of this Or mid lane. He doesn't have a way to get priority from Mark Boots. So he just gets shoved into tower and Wei was first to move. So it would have been a 3v4 without Paku having his ult. So it was just very awkward positioning for the Chuds.
Yeah. Zaitsev is going to have to really decide on which waves he's going to drop when a fight is brewing or a major objective is up and available, and just accept what he can and cannot do.
Yep. Upchuck actually equalizing most of his top difference. It is still about 500, but if you ignore the scoreboard and you just watch this lane, you wouldn't be able to tell.
Yeah, in a way, get the cannon. And this is kind of where the difference is going to start mounting. The junglers are here, so's Paku and the Ornn trying to actually get a rotation, getting this wave pushed in. Not getting all that CS there. This wave will crash. It's more than good enough for them. And this is the first time we're actually seeing the grubs be taken. Usually I feel like they just get snuck out by the junglers. But Gassy just making a point to not miss these neutral objectives. Sad White Man walks in and at least knows there is a ward there now in the river brush.
Sad White Man did pick up the plated steel caps on the second back. So he is ready for that 2v1 to at least be able to get away, knowing he could get collapsed on if he overextends. Even though he has that lead, he is still playing respectfully and not rushing the full Trinity Force or Black Cleaver.
Yeah. Yeah, gotta appreciate that. And does need to be tanky. Remember, the carry on this team is Handy Taco on the Tristan. It's gonna have a way easier time of trying to do that than a Draven, regardless of skill difference. Remember, kids, you might think you're the carry in your game, but the joke is that it's the AD carry. And yes, they have the easiest job in the game, but, you know. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
And let's start a comment war.
That's entertainment. Serpent's Fang being picked up by Neferi, so trying to remove the shields that would come out from, I guess, the Vi, and then the shield that would come from the Yuumi. So pretty good value for that, I would say.
Oh, Vi, don't forget, Hwei also does have that shield. While it's not big, constantly giving to the entire team does add up fast.
Nice, alrighty. I thought I knew most of Hwei's kit, but apparently that is a good note as well. So full value for the Serpent Fang's good. First item pickup for Mafia as he is piloting the dog once again. Good little chunk on to the turret there. It's gonna miss the Q. Markwood's trying to step forward here. Pierre's gonna try to catch him, but this is gonna provide a little bit of... Ooh, try to get that rake at the last point before, right after the stun. It's gonna miss it. But Sad White Man's still holding his own. Keep collecting the CS, man. Don't let yourself get caught behind on that one.
Yeah, he's trying to go for those trades, but he also understands he does, in theory, lose the all-in if he's not careful. That stun landing, he can't... Once the stun landing upchuck disengages, he has to let it go. Uh-oh, Sad White Man's feeling thirsty.
He's got his Flash and Ghost available. Same for Andy. I feel like he's actually just going to collect this wave. Nice and easy. Nothing to worry about. Just going to try to actually freeze it. I like this. There we go. This is what I'm talking about. Like... This is where we're actually having a big jump down here. Pocket's going to flash. There comes the Volt Breaker. And there comes the ultimate. Handy Taco is going to be in a bit of trouble here. Laser's going to go down onto the Vi to try to actually get the counter kill. And that's going to be Mafia jumping in here to get that one. Teleport's coming in. That looks like it's going to be the Hwei. And Neferi jumps in onto Bubster. Sorry, man. You went too far. 2 turret shots is going to secure the kill. And that will be 2 for 1 in the favor of Gassy Chuds. Only Taco going down. Does not get any kill on that. But the jungler... believe collected both.
Right.
So Assassin online is gonna make it hard to have these side lanes feel safe here for TRT.
Yeah, and like if there's a spot besides Taco you want your gold, it's probably on your Neferi. Like if you can get this dog snowballing, it really can take over a game very fast.
If you also notice, ladies and gentlemen, the jump actually looks like they're doing a snowball animation. Okay, Ghost is activated and trying to actually get, there's the heal. So trying to get that Ghost just to make sure he's actually going to secure control and stay safe in this lane. Feels like a bit of a misposition and overstep. There's the other Ghost being used. Up Chuck. And he's going to actually try to get in there. Gets the Q off. Oh, now it's a bit of a damage here. That's a fine little jump and around here. Ultimate's going to land on a Handy Taco, but he's going to be safe here. The orbital laser will miss. Everyone's side of Chuds are super low here. Bubster is trying to find the poke into it. The Mystic Shots are landing, and now the other side of it. Mafia, ultimate available. Zaitsev, he is going to have to flash over the wall here. I'm going to have to move away. I don't know if that Dragon is going to get collected. The True Sharp Barrage will hit. They need to run away. This turret's going to take a lot of damage, and if you saw real quick there, Sad White Man's still pretty positive and in control there at the top side. This is a close game here topside right now. I will say that. It's a close game altogether. I don't care what the gold says.
Oh yeah, no, this topside, it's the gold is next. It's 300 gold lead, it's a log sword. That is easily surmountable.
This is not though. No summoner.
He does get the little extra CC from the pull. Buys himself that enough space to get the 3 call off. Jax has picked up that full Trinity Force, and he is now very much online.
Yeah.
Sadly, just barely gets the recall off. But because he bought the plated steel caps, he does not have the Stride Breaker to match the Trinity Force.
Yeah, has delayed their, at least their first finished item. So Sad White Man, gonna be delayed, needs to collect a few more waves here. Has it level 12. Actually has that advantage over Upchuck Andy, depending on when the timing of the fight is. Here comes the second dragon to be collected here. It's super low here. Paku has arrived here. So has... Did he get feared out of that? Zaitsev stepping forward. It gets secured. They get out here. So great calling there by TRT. Ridder says, get out of here. I can actually secure this dragon and then just go over the wall. And that's what happens. So Kim plants will bloom here. Kim Tech Drake will be the soul. Mafia trying to get in here. Will steal the chicken.
Yeah, I mean, ultimately, if you're Thinker of Think, you're more than happy with that. Securing yourself the second dragon despite being down in gold, like that. Especially when you have a Yumi bottling, that's not what you expect to happen. Like, you expect Yumi bottling to just sit back and scale, but they are keeping this pressure up on Hinataku and Paku, and they're able to keep getting these first moves for these objectives.
Yeah, and this is where they're actually they're fighting themselves with a win condition where you really would actually prefer this was actually way more delayed here for Gassy Chuds. They want this to scale up. I guess if they are really going to make sure they're all inning in the next 2 dragons to make sure that they really delay this game and get it to that 37-40 minute mark so that this Tristana is super online. The ornaments have been gifted across the entire roster, and this Vel'Koz gets even more online and just doesn't. He has a Shrelia just to try to get himself range, but I would expect for Paku to start getting himself some real damage items as this game goes later. And then at that point, there's going to be a very, very hard ask for TRT to win this game, I think.
It really isn't just for keeping himself distance. It does help the Neferi and the Darius actually get in those team fights, so it does actually allow them to be more of an actual support, more than just a poker.
Yes, I know. I agree with it. I like someone that realizes that if you get your movement up, your ability to interact and get that little extra edge against who you're trying to poke at or who you're trying to catch out. Think of how Casante's kit gets maximized at the top level and still can somehow get that tip end knock up. So I'm totally on board with it, but I'm still waiting for the 1 AP source of damage on the side of Gassy Chuds to provide that damage.
Dragon in 2.5 minutes. Herald has spawned. Kind of surprised the Thinker of Think are not trying to pressure when they have this top advantage right now. Just trying to play really slow and just kind of buy their time. They don't want to make a mistake and lose a little bit of a... They don't want to accelerate the lead Chuds have.
Yeah, and still the just top lane check-in. Gold difference is negligible. Just need Saturday Man to do a little bit better with those decimates. It's kind of what cost him most of his health on that last time with those extended trades. And Handy Taco getting hit by these Mystic Shots, they hurt, and you do not have a support that can heal you up.
It was also just he not respecting the lethal tempo once it was fully stacked, went back in for a second trade. It just got bonked really hard.
Yeah. That lethal tempo is feels like a super overpowered rune right now in the game. Alrighty, so 1 tower apiece. Gold is only 900, 1,000 gold advantage on the side of Gassy Chuds. This is a very close game, a very tight game. Both teams, I wouldn't say no one's playing to not lose, you know what I mean? But
no, everyone is actually trying to make pressure.
Yeah. And that's going to be Herald pressurized right now. 2 over there. The Jax is going to be able to get first move on this while Darius catches his wave. I can't say the Chuds are kind of caring about it at all. Darius is coming down to sniff, and now they've arrived, actually. Just in time here. Mafia going to try to actually get the scare. He will steal the Herald. Just going to deny it. Gets himself out of there. Now Handy Taco, he's going to get blown up here. Mark Boots sending in the absolute the despair. And now Sad White Man, he's going to get punched to death here. Up Chuck. A little bit more. Oh boy, there we go. The goat's going to put him down. Head, butt, scaled, but that's 3 dead.
Yeah, you got Herald, but at what cost? They got the steal, but then the Handy Taco got blown up, the Neferi got blown up, and their tank wasn't there. He was bot side, and I don't think he did not have TP up, so he had to walk all the way over to Herald Pit. And by the time he got there, all he could do was clean up 1 kill.
Yeah, and everyone will luckily be alive for this dragon that's spawning, but the Vi was able to go over and I believe stole the blue buff. So right now, it's reset time. Riddy is going to have to stay around here. Dragon's up in 10. This is the one that Chuds want to consider. Do they want to start fighting this?
I'm not sure. I mean, Riddy's ult is still on cooldown, so if there is a timer, this would probably be it. They have the full team there. Jax is top, and they haven't seen him yet. So Gassy Chuds should be able to finally pick up their first streak of the game here.
Trisha Barajin just to give a look-see, but Riddy's not even moving towards it. So they're going to give that Drake over. They don't have the Vault Breaker to actually chase down the Tristana, understanding what their win condition is for these fights. So let it go. Game will be extended a little bit further, but TRT is okay with that.
I think is slowly to the lane. That does miss the shot. Chunky Apaku.
Oh, and that's a lot of damage here. And Nefir can actually take him all the way in, but now going to be forced to try to use the pack to get himself out here. Good little bit of heal. Got to try to keep him out. Good knock up. The Jax has arrived. Orn trying to get himself out. Try to flame breath. Get a little bit of that anvil damage. But this turret's going to be gone. Teleport used, but not to win the fight.
Think did burn. Oh.
Riddy? Already, I think he's gone a little bit too far here. It's going to get caught up here. Executed down. Sad white man happy to provide. And now that's okay. Go time here for Andy Talk. He was got the reset. Bomb has been exploded. Going to jump. And Goomba stopped his way. Wants to keep going. He's going forward. He's here to win the championship. He's here to win the fight here. But Buster will go in. He will kill him. It will cost him his life. And it will cost his support his life. But that is a perfectly acceptable trade.
They're looking forward to it.
It is, and only Andy can stop this. He's not going to go for it. He's going to try to at least get this turret taken down here. We're going to get this fight replayed for you. Really going too far here on the Mafia.
Yeah, I don't know if he thought he'd get the kill, but just I think he canceled one auto at the very end there. Just with that kill of health, and now Sad White Man has his passive fully stacked after reset. And Taco had base and got his Infinity Edge right before the spike happened. So he's on a big spike here. He has a lot of damage output. And yeah, Bubster had to... Well, Bubster burned Barrier and Exhaust from the Neferi engage the fight before, so they had no way to stop this Tristana once she was in range.
Yeah, and Mark was just kind of going a little bit too far into the enemy jungle. They're trying to follow up with its jungler, but really kind of baited them into that fight, and that all of them got wiped. Just the only reason it wasn't an ace because Andy was side lane pressure applied, so keeping the gold close here, still in the favor of Gassy Chuds, but they've got Baron right now. So they are going to be able to push out these waves, get some map control, and put the pressure on. Now,
also the ornament starting to come out for Gassy Chuds too, so that gold lead, while it is only 1,000, functionally closer to about 3,000, because each ornament is worth approximately 1,000 gold.
Yeah, and there is 2 available, one for the Ornn himself, and then one for the Black Cleaver onto the Neferi. I'm really looking forward to really the Infinity Edge being the major. Is it actually the better value on the Infinity Edge, or would it be better on one of the other items that the Tristana would build? Because
I believe it's just Infinity Edge because it can't give crit chance or crit damage, so it would all go into your attack damage.
Which is a fantastic bonus, especially for how Tristana builds and goes. She pilots the Herald on in. They will take that turret. Neferi sitting on the side here, looking for a flank option, providing that pressure. It's going to be another charger from the Herald, so maximum value provided. Still getting a lot of sort of poke back and forth. Their Mark Boots is low. Looks like they're trying to back off. Alright, so TRT. Now you got to see if you can actually take this punch in the face and keep going. Ready with the weight of the entire season on his shoulders for that play earlier. Can they actually weather the pressure and get themselves a fight, get themselves back into this game?
A Dragon in 1 minute, that is the spot we're going to find out where I think Red Thing can still give next Dragon with no real repercussions, find themselves some more time. But against Tristana, I don't know if you want to give them time, if you want to just force it out.
Yeah.
It's going to get harder and harder the more ornaments, the more levels the Tackle can get that passive scaling. It might be a thing where they have to pull the trigger or they're never going to find a good fight again.
Yeah. Last chance might be in 45 seconds. Everyone has backed, everyone has bought up, everyone has healed up. Giving a quick check. Summoner spells that are of import. Both 80 carries do not have their summoner spell. Mark Boots does not have his either. So the Orin doesn't have his, but that isn't the biggest of deals. He will have his teleport up and available, but he's already in the river. Ultimate check. Can't say there's any major ultimates missing from either team. It's just those summoner spells, and that is far more of an issue, I believe, for Bubster than it is for Handy Taco. Chuck out here in his jungle. Gonna get pushed out by Mafia and Sad White Man, who are running patrol here, trying to get the early control in their team's favor.
Taco did also pick up Flicker Blade right before this, so he has another big spike, able to get that jump and bomb reset so fast.
That's a big advantage. Oh, and they've gone on to Paku. He's going to flash further into his jungle, try to get himself safe here. Upchuck's going to get onto them. This is going to be a big piece of damage taken out here, but now Andy has gone over as well here, trying to put out the damage, save the backline. And now Sad White Man has been able to get it. Oh, gets a little bit more forward here. There's a big bleed, but Andy Taco, he's got to be able to get himself in here. He's trying to stay away from Andy, but he's going to have to flash over the wall and run away. Now it's just Mafia and the Orin trying to fight off Bubster, Yumi, and this Jax, and it is falling apart here for Gassy. Chuds run for the hills and get out. He doesn't have a flash. He has no way to get out of this. He will go down. That third Drake will be secured by TRT. They are back in the driver's seat.
Exactly what I wanted to see out of Think there. They recognize they have to pull the trigger and really just sending it on Paku down a little bit too far forward. And especially with that awkward positioning, Taco couldn't auto for most of that team fight. There was someone in the way. There was a wall in the way. The Fury going for the steal. I respect it. I mean, Baron's not up. Even if he dies, they don't really lose anything.
He's going to waste a lot of time here. Throwing the knives and just the edge of it. One more little jumpy jump. There it is.
Oh, Paku, what are you doing here? That's a
Paku,
way too far forward.
no. Once again here, right on cooldown, I bet. And now Radia's going to give himself another fun kill. Mark Boots, that was cut in half right there. So that's some calamari for TRT, probably just what they're looking for. They are very hungry for a Game 7 right now. They want to get this back into their pockets.
Oh yeah. Gold
Death timer?
Dead even now too, so any of that advantage is gone, and now think up 2 dragons, gold even. This is anyone's game now. It's gonna come down to this Baron fight in 1 minute. If Think can secure it, they buy more time for this game to go on. If Chuds can secure it, they can finally break open that base of Think and get this game actually rolling. Ornaments coming out again, 3 now for Chuds, so they do have a slight advantage in value, but they gotta use it properly.
Right now, very good point out here with the gold graph. Handy Taco is the main person with all the resources. Mafia is number 2 on that, but the rest of his team is at the bottom there. It's very close, as one might expect, but the main carry, the main damage source to actually help carry the fight is going to be this Tristana. And I'm kind of wishing right now that there was like a Knight's Vow on this Ornn to be able to at least eat some of that damage and allow Handy Taco to really step forward and be able to have a little bit of that damage mitigation on them so that he can go full force and really unload and not be too worried about getting hit and dove on by this Jax and by this Vi, not to even mention the orbital laser from Mark Boots on this way. We got ourselves a little pause, obviously. I have not heard yet what the reasoning is at this time, but we're sitting on the edge of this entire series
100%.
Right now.
Yep, and going to this team fight, some big things to note out. Jax has picked up the Seekers Arm Guard so he can be that secondary engage tool and just buy all that time he needs. And I think you're right. I think Ornn is working towards that Knight's Vow. And once he gets it, he can just build it. He doesn't have to base. So if he can get that before this Baron fight, that could be a big thing for keeping Handy Taco alive for those few seconds longer to get that DPS output. Taco has also picked up anti-heal for this fight, so it should help burst through that Jax before he can get those Southern Sky procs off. And also the Yumi healing on top, but again, it's gonna come down to execution. Really does not have flash for this fight, so he cannot flash engage on Paku. So they have to find some kind of flank to get these fights started now.
Yeah, and really there's a lot of summoner spells missing at this point. Bubster and Zaitsev are the only ones with flash right now, it looks like. Some teleports are available, but I don't think they would want to play some major cross-map plays. Both teams, as we saw in that last fight, want to be in the river of either major objective at the time of execution. But more importantly, as Paku got to experience, like, you must be positioned properly. You cannot be too far forward. They will hit go. They will jump in on you, and they understand that if this Vel'Koz goes down, he has only got one item that's really indexing into damage at this point. But if he's allowed to poke, if he's allowed to partake in just providing a bit of peel, but also major damage with the laser, with the poke, with the knockups, with that true damage from his kit, it's going to make it a lot easier for Chuds to win the fight. And so I really love that they jumped on that and spotted that. But that's how close it is. That's how on the knife's edge we are. Remember, it's 4 tier 1 players on the side of TRT, and at this point in the season, they figured out what their roles are and they know how to win this game.
Or did actually just purchase the Knight's Vow, so he is trying to just keep Taco alive in this team fight. Baron has spawned, but now their team wants to start it up. Sad White Man pressuring the bot side, trying to draw someone down there.
Wave pressure. That Hourglass has actually been finished there for Andy, so he's got himself a Zanya's every time he actually wants to get into a fight, so can provide great zoning, and basically now he gets to be the tank of the team, actually.
I mean, at this point, 3 items Jax, he is a full champion. He does everything you'd ever want. Engage, DPS, CC, utility. He is the full package now.
Yeah, and looking at the Cold Steel, it looks like an Orion's, or not Orion's belt, on the Vi going into a super armor build. Well, it's the Giant's belt with the I feel like the Cold Steel is the unique ability. Warden's Mail, so
going towards Randuin's Omen.
Randuin's Omen. I had the O. Mafia. No, sir. No, you are way too far away here. They have to put some pressure somewhere. He's gonna be able to jump away. His little puppers will be able to eat the turret shots, but now a little bit of an awkward situation. There's not a front line here to protect Paku and Handy Taco, but the front line might actually be exposed. This is an awkward fight here in the jungle. Mafia jumping left and right here. Andy trying to get on top of him. He's going to get pulled in here. Sad White Man going to be the bane of it, but that jungler will go down. He's trying to catch Andy, but now this is a very awkward fight. We might not even have to worry about the Baron here. The armor, it's going to keep Riddy alive. Taco, he's super low, and Andy's chasing him down. He's going to get put over into the Dragon's Pit. And Taco has to run for his life here. Sad White Man is going to get one execution off, but Bubster will not go down. These messy fights, this is not what they want. Zaitsev trying to protect his AD carry, flashing away. Taco, he can't get away. The burst will not be enough. We'll get the kill. Alrighty, so the Ornn will get the kill onto Andy, but he's shut down. This is not enough. The Tristana is dead. You're under turret. The True Shot Barrage will finish it off for the ace. These fights, man, these are not how Gassy Chuds want these fights to go. And Mafia puts them in this position.
It was a very messy skirmish to the enemy jungle, which is not what Gassy Chuds want. They want this full front to back, 5 % of time. And the moment that Jax jumped Taco, you just saw the entire thing devolve into chaos. They had no way to peel him off. Ornn's trying to do the best he can, but you cannot peel off a Jax at this point in the game. Especially with that stopwatch, that full zone is completed, you can't even burst him down.
Yeah, and he's just going to get tankier. He's gotten himself the drill, so he's going to start getting Bruiser, maybe a Sojourn's Comet to really minimize the cooldowns on his abilities and just make him just an absolute pain. An absolute full DPS carry.
Not to mention Bubster also in this backline.
Well, and here's this dragon fight right now. We're getting into this. Andy has teleported in, but the rest of the fight, the rest of the team isn't here. Big laser here. Oh my gosh, the cat has been died. Paku, you might have done your job. And now here comes the Tristana. Bubster, you're getting jumped on. The dog wants to take a bite out of you. And now Taco going back and forth. You're trying to figure out what to kill. They're going to actually be able to get the dragon. Shutdown gold picked up. Andy is trying to run away once again, I love the persistence of this Ornn. It's like, I will kill this Jax every time, and if you follow that Jax long enough, this is it. Game is over here. Championship is now being acquired here. This might actually be the end of it, and I don't think Andy can do anything about it. He's going to be chased to the end of the earth here. This is the call here. Ornn, follow that Jax. Do not let him back. Do not let him teleport here. Handy Taco is here to usurp the king here. Jackie is going to be going down here. The Nexus turrets are on the menu. They are being destroyed here. This Tristana had to go through hell and back to try to become viable, to get through these fights. But the Gassy Chuds will undo the narrative. They will slay the villain. They will be your final boss draft league season 2 champions. We thought it was impossible. I thought it was impossible after watching Think Rev Think go through it, have Andy, but the best guarantees nothing. Handy Taco and the Gassy Chuds upset TRT, taking the trophy. They have denied the three-peat. Jackie's cabinet will receive nothing. It will be vacuous tonight. Tonight, Handy Taco and the Gassy Chuds will add gold to their finery and revel in being your final boss draft league champions.
Nah, see, it was Taco, man. I never doubted him. Every time these fights, he just needed one more positioning, one more better auto. And the best part is, if you look at this damage graph, you ignore who won. You would think it was blue side. You see those numbers. You see 33k from the Ezreal, 28k from the Jax. It doesn't matter. One good fight is all they needed. Neferi and Tristana getting those resets, tearing apart the backline. And the power of this Tristana just melting down those towers. Ends the game in an instant. Baron, not needed. Dragon, not needed. It doesn't matter as long as you take the enemy Nexus.
There's only one objective in this game. Truly. Everything else is just stepping stones to the victory. Gassy Chuds have taken themselves from relative unknowns and not even featured all that often on the stream side of this league, but they have persevered. They have weathered the storm. They have gone up against the favorites of the season. Earlier in the season, Jackie had a nice little interview with me on the back end, and he was very confident, very secured in himself and his roster that they were going to take this season, take the trophy, nail the three-peat. But Handy Taco, Prophet, and crew had other plans, and we see it here tonight. The perseverance, the ability to come together as a team, know your job, know your role. Sad White Man, shout out to him on the day, holding down top side and making sure that Jackie didn't get out of control like we saw so many times. Shout out to Paku in that last fight here, putting the laser on and making sure that cat did not get to play like she wanted to. And now there's nothing left to do but to put out the potpourri, put out the victory music here for the Gassy Chuds. Taco, production, whoever can get on in here, we've got some questions for the winners and for the losers, for those that are brave enough to actually come in and have a chat with me and Dusik, because I am very proud and very happy to have been a part of this production and in this show, and to see you all surprise everybody, come out on top here, and deliver us a competition that many thought was a already written fact.
We'll be back in a few minutes after this introduction, or after this intermission. We'll be right back with the winner's interview.
Hey, you're probably wondering where I am. Well, I'm in the beautiful city of Narcissus in the Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind. But better yet, I have a shout out to some of my favorite people ever. And no, it's not Reborn Mountain X. It's actually Icebound 7, Gelenium, and Big Rev, aka Manamyth. Shout out to all of our patrons who are subscribed on the Final Boss Discord site. Go sub, get FBDL Plus, get FBDL Ultimate. Make me smile more, and I'll read your name off every single time. I'll update this every single week. You can waste my time every single week.
Is that a gram? New card. What do you think?
Whoa, very nice. Look at that.
Picked them up from the printers yesterday.
Hey, you're probably wondering where I am. Well, I'm in the beautiful city of Narcissus in the Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind. But better yet, I have a shout out to some of my favorite people ever. And no, it's not Reborn Mountain X. It's actually Icebound 7, Gelenium, and Big Rev, aka Manamyth. Shout out to all of our patrons who are subscribed on the Final Boss Discord site. Go sub, get FBDL Plus, get FBDL Ultimate. Make me smile more, and I'll read your name off every single time. I'll update this every single week. You can waste my time every single week.
that a gram? New card. What do you think?
Whoa. Very nice. Look at that.
Picked them up from the printers yesterday.
Good coloring.
That's bone. And the lettering is something called Cillian Braille.
It's very cool, Bateman, but that's nothing. Look at this.
That is really nice.
Eggshell with Romalian type. What do you think?
Nice.
He's got the he's gonna jump on in. This is kind of like Addison. There's not much else. I think he's gonna run through. The fight's gonna go over. He's still chasing down this area. This is doing a good fight. He returns into blue. Addison jumps on by the rhythm. Dr. Backshot still trying to defend things, but really get nothing. And Chuds is a very offensive situation. They're suffering. They're going to face off. That's a good summon to where I am. That's a lot of game for I think
Yo, what's up? You're probably wondering where I am right now. And if it isn't obvious, I'm currently in the control room on Alpha Halo.
Fire in the hole! Cover fire! Firing!
But, better yet, I know what you want. And you want to join an esports organization, which is why you should join Final Boss Esports, the most prestigious, legendary esports organization ever. We have won AML, MSL, Legends, and maybe more soon. And you could be on the Hall of Heroes on the Final Boss website. So join today. Join Final Boss.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we got ourselves in the the winners interview here. As once again, Church here bringing it to you live. And yeah, we are on we're doing it live right now. I have the entire team of Gassy Chuds in front of me on this Discord right now. It is overwhelming. I hope we can maintain a little bit of semblance and structure here, gentlemen. But I guess I have to open this out for Handy Taco here, my man. You and I chatted early on in the season, and you had informed me of a few things between how Prophet had stepped up as pretty much your lieutenant, as I've called him here. I want to at least open this with the very broad and basic question of how do you feel here right now? You and your team have slayed Jackie and his Think Rev Think. They were the big narrative, to be honest. They were the big narrative this season, having taken season 0, season 1, and then you guys come out of freaking nowhere, showing up in the bracket stage, surviving, sitting on the edge of elimination there in the Swiss stage. So where are you at and how are you feeling right now, having just took them in game 6? This did not have to go the full series.
Oh, I feel amazing, of course. You know, I've been around the block in draft leagues. This is definitely not my first time playing, and I'd never even made finals before. Like in the past, semifinals is where I peaked. So, like, obviously, winning feels really fucking good.
Awesome.
And
Awesome,
also, I
man.
mean, like Jackie was unbeatable. He won 2 seasons in a row. It was looking like he might win a third. Like somebody had to step up. You know, somebody had to do it.
Well, I'm very glad you decided to put some shoes on in step 2. I would like you to actually introduce the next gentleman here. I mentioned him a little bit earlier, but I wanted you to see if you can actually give me an introduction here for Prophet, who you informed me actually was stepping up really strongly and very vocally earlier on in the season.
Oh yeah, sure. Prophet, you know, I'd heard of him, but I wasn't too familiar with him before the season. I only even picked him because like a couple guys on my team were like, "Yo, this guy's actually really good. You should pick him." I'm like, "Okay, well, shit, you know, I'll pick him." But he did step up. You know, like I consider myself a shot caller, like to a certain extent. but I feel like shot callers are sort of rare in these draft leagues, and I noticed like right away that Prophet was motivated, he was in it to win it, and like he quickly picked up the slack where I was lacking. You know, I went on a vacation and he ran the whole thing while I was gone. I'm like, all right, this is my guy. After that,
This is a man of full trades here. The lieutenant to your general sounds like an appropriate naming convention. Your Prophet, nice to meet you, man. How you doing tonight?
Doing great, doing great, you know.
So,
Was really jazzed up, you know, was hoping for a 2-0 just to clean it out, but I was ready to get my game on in game 7 when it came to that, but feeling great.
nah, man, very awesome here. I have to say that your Shyvana dives into the fights. I believe it was either yesterday or last week, actually, probably in the semis against SEAL Team Flip, where your shot calling to me spoke very loudly off of the screen. I can't hear the comms during these casts, obviously. But watching you come in from it was like the bot side around the dragon, and then just be like, no, we're fucking going now, boys, and just diving in with that AP Shiv and just wiping that fight is a standout memory for me, having just heard, as I said before, about your early impact on this team in the beginning of the season, and then seeing it manifest in the semis, and also has this season as this finals series progressed yesterday and today. It's been a pleasure to hear about someone coming in and not just being a skill gap kind of player that I imagine some of these draft leagues will put out, but also someone that's like, no, I'm gonna help run this whole damn team. I'm here to do it.
Exactly. Like I feel like for the entirety of this season, you've been more than open to just running the blind top, you know, blue side, just kind of flex, just kind of feel a draft. And as far as like the Shyvana and whatnot, I feel like I'm very strong when it comes to like having a go button. So, you know,
Yes,
if we
clearly.
set up
Like,
our vision right, I always have good angles for TPs, and you know, I trust my team to follow up if I'm calling for an angle. So
and
everyone's playing really well to follow up on my plays. So
that's what stands out to me the most. Having watched Hillisang for a number of years, it's very often you can see a support with an angle, and the rest of the team's like, nah, bro, we're gonna abandon you now. Sorry, bro. So that's awesome. And yes, your go button. I imagine if Alistar top lane was still a thing, you would be figuring out how to pilot that one in the right game.
yeah, I've had a couple Cal games in my history. It's a rare
Ah,
counter, but you never know.
very good stuff here. Now, next gentleman I'm actually going to pick on here. I was talking crap to him in the green room before we got here live. Mafia, our jungler, to actually help us finish out the series here. I called you out in the green room. I'm going to call you out here right now. What the hiffle was going on with you in the jungle blue side here? You brought your whole team across the map to try to save you, and it almost fell apart. The game almost fell apart there in Game 6. So I need you to answer for yourself on that little play right there, and let me know how your season has actually gone.
Yeah, I mean, that little play right there, I think I was just, I was just testing if my teammates are gonna be there to save me, and they're like
You're
we're
doing
all
a
team
trust
together.
fall. You're telling me
Yeah,
you're
it's a
doing a
trust fall
trust
test.
fall in
Yeah,
the
it was a trust
finals.
fall test.
Alrighty,
Yeah, yeah,
alrighty.
yeah, exactly.
This guy's based. Okay.
No, but
W
like I
jungler.
thought there wasn't any like I was trying to like look for a flank angle there, but it looked like there was I guess there was a ward there somewhere, and then then it kind of fell off, but we were able to come back strongly, and then just just took the game.
Awesome, awesome. Now, the rest of this season here, I've seen you in and out. Your name is very memorable on account of it's just a bunch of vertical bars on your nameplate. But Mafia is a very good, memorable name. Just it's gangsters are always memorable. So I'd appreciate hearing your reflections on the season, having been on this team and been in the jungle and kind of rotating around and getting a good amount of play here at point value 29. I believe that puts you at like a tier 2 player. So still super impactful. So
Yes.
how has this season gone in your perspective?
This season, I honestly, I got picked up by. I never played with Luke before, and I didn't really know Luke. But I think I got picked up because Prophet and Yemeni knew about me, and then they were able to convince Luke to bring me onto this team. And also, I think throughout the season, I really enjoyed playing with everybody on the team. They were all very, respectful, and like they were all like basically acting like a family, right? Like we were all there for each other and working with each other, even though like sometimes it was new people with each other, and I had a lot of fun. And honestly, this season of like draft league or any like tournament of League of Legends, this is gonna be my final season. Like because I'm getting too busy, so it feels really nice to be able to kind of retire off of League of Legends with the win. And I really think
Awesome.
I want to shout out to quickly to Counter Lake and also Paco for stepping up to help our team to taking over the victory for this season and taking down the villains. And now we're here to celebrate.
No, man, that's a very awesome thing to hear actually, as life kind of takes us in where it will. I can't say I play more than ARAM these days, so anyone that's been able to actually pursue this in any regards, for career or otherwise, even in just these draft leagues, hats off to you, because as much as I would love to play, I don't even think I could pull off that in my scheduling these days. You named Paku. I'm going to jump on over to him right now. My understanding, Paku, is that you actually joined this team about halfway through the season and have been able to show up in a very sort of surprising way. If I am not mistaken, you were the one piloting that Vel'Koz that lasered the cat off of that last fight.
Oh, I did do make that game-winning play.
Yeah, you removing the cat is actually a surprisingly powerful play in these games. So, what was it for you? It sounds like you knew Prophet prior to, but do I have it correctly? You came into this team pretty much halfway through the season, and what was it like walking into this team where Prophet's pretty much helping Taco kind of run it and get this team really coordinated? To where I will say from that semifinals, that's what really had me like swayed on whether or not you guys are going to take this final. But watching the Fiora top lane, I believe that was piloted by, I could be missing it, but there was a Fiora top lane that was well piloted where the other four members of the team never gave away themselves while the Fiora split push and collected like all four turrets. So for you, how was it coming into this team halfway through? How well put together was, and how well did you slot in with this crew?
Like coming to this team, right before he called me to join up the team, I just came out of a fresh 2-month break. I was low-key a bit nervous coming back into the team. I didn't know if I was gonna like chop up the team and like ruin their season, but I'm glad it worked out well.
Awesome. Very good stuff. Very good stuff. I'm going to get on over to my list here. And if I'm missing anyone, I will double check that. I'd like to get a check in with all of you because you all have done 9 weeks of hard work here and have earned this time and earned whatever trophies that Ishan and them may or may not be bringing in here. I'm going over to Pior. I also have you down as baby, hashtag Miko. Where are you at, my man? How are we doing, sir?
I'm here.
So
Doing well.
mid and bot lane were your roles here. Give me your perspective as the second top rated player in this whole roster. How is it for you being one of the bot lanes to pretty much help support Taco, who was an aggressive AD carry to say the least here? That your quick shout out, Taco, you on a Corki is a very terrifying thing to watch. I can't imagine being on the receiving end of it, my guy.
True.
So Pior, talk to me, man. How you feeling about this? Got the win? Been with the team the whole way through.
Yeah, I'm very excited for our win. Super hyped. Feels good to win with a bunch of cool people. I honestly didn't expect to be picked up by Luke where I was. I thought I was going to fall to Projecki because he said he had planned to pick me. But yeah, honestly, it was a great team, great experience, and lots of like supportive teammates. Lots of highs and lows, but tons of hype moments.
Oh yeah, fantastic, good stuff here. Next up on my list right now, Warlord Ragan. How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing good. I was a little hoping that we went to Game 7, so I got my game in today. But excited the team pulled it out in 6. So
I hear you. I hear you. Sometimes it's nice to clock out early, and sometimes like, no, I can do my job. Give me in there, coach. Give me in there, coach. I got you, my man. So I'm checking my notes here. So sitting there, mid-tier piece here, the bot and sub. I can't say I remember you doing a lot of bot lane work. Correct me if I'm wrong, but
no,
I
I
kind of
think I only got 2
did.
games of it this season.
Right,
And then
right, right.
after we lost Yemeni for Paku, I just got swapped to jungle. So
Okay, so the my notes are not updated. That's all good. So, but yeah, how is it for you going through this season piloting and having to do a rotation on roles to now? I know you got to miss game 7. I know we should be playing a game right now actually where you could shine. But for you, how has it actually been going through this season and winning it out and beating Jackie?
a blast, honestly. I've come to realize oftentimes like I'm best at engage supports, and I think one of the champs that I did best on this season was Shen. I brought it out at the beginning, and then I also brought it out in this series, and yeah,
I
I had a
remember
good
that.
season. It was a fun one.
Very good. Awesome stuff here. Got Mafia. Sad White Man? I don't think have I talked to you yet?
What's up, bro? No, I don't think we have.
All righty, man. Very good here. Shout out to you on that surprise first blood in the top lane. I think we were chatting about that in
Surprise
the
is right.
surprise is right. There was some minions that had it out for Andy and the rest of Think Rev Think, giving you that first blood in game 6. I have to give you your compliments for holding out Andy there in the top lane on his Jax. He has been a fantastic player throughout this season, unsurprisingly. But you held your own and did plenty of good work here in these team fights. So I have to give you my own shout out for that, holding up against one of the best players in the league. How has it been for you being one of the more not upper end, I would say, respectfully, but you've been able to hold your own this season, I would say. So how does it feel here? Been able to I put this in the commentary. If you go back and watch, I'm not going to mince means, but some of the lower skilled top laners, your job is to clear waves and to hold out as best you can until it gets to the team fight. I think you did more than that today for sure to get your team the trophy. So how has this season been? How is this game for you here being a part of the big win on the day?
For sure, you're right. There are definitely, some players like me where they either do really, really good or they do really, really bad, and there's not a whole lot in between. And it helps to have a team where you come back and your big wins are celebrated and your big losses are let's just move on to the next game, get it done. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So this team did really good at that. Vibes were always really good. Everybody was always, there when they needed to be, everything like that. It was super, super sick. Luke did a great job as captain. Everybody did a great job as players. As for today's game, well, that was just faded, I think, with those 4 minions just sniping across the lane. I don't know who paid those guys off, but thanks for that. Yeah, it was faded, but it wasn't without its tribulations. Luke's power went out before our series today, and we were wondering if he'd have to ship it over to a gaming cafe to play, but he didn't end up needing to. And then this last game, a spider crawled across my desk and almost killed me in real life. So, I was almost killed by a beast. But we pulled through. That's really all I got for this game. It was really awesome to be a part of it, and yeah, it was a really gassy season.
I'm glad to see you're a brave man, particularly with that spider.
Thank you.
Well done,
Thank
sir.
you very
Well done,
much.
sir. No Ron Pussy Weasley in this chat here, ladies and gentlemen. Awesome. Next up here, looking for all Gucci. Is that submissive Rev, or is that talking to Jerry?
No, that's me.
All right. I was
How you
hoping
doing?
the joke is going to be there. Submissive Red. Yeah, you got put down today, boy. Anyway, all Gucci. I believe I saw you mostly in the bot lane, and I gotta say, playing a second trumpet to Taco may sometimes be a little bit of some shoes to fill. But it sounds like the mentality on this team, especially the fortitude mentality to come back from any losses like Sad White Man just gave us. Give me your thoughts on it, especially being one of the other main bot laners. There were 6 available on this team, but it sounds like this team kind of came down to just 2 or 3 people piloting that role. So how is it for you having to carry that Corky when Taco was on the sidelines here and doing your best to actually carry this team here from the bot lane?
No, it's good. Taco always went with some shooters, so the games were usually good. But leading up to the finals went pretty well. I won 2 out of my 3 games, but leading up to it, I did run down pretty much every game leading up to the finals. So despite my best efforts, we got a finals. But I'm glad my team still believed in me after playing some kamikaze Corky in the semis and quarters. But yeah.
Oh, that's good. I like to hear that actually. I have come to believe that it's better to pull back a hyper aggressive player than a hyper passive player. It's hard to make them run faster if you get my drift. So I'm very happy. That's a fantastic thing to hear. For just how hard you were trying and then feeding your brains out throughout the season. But even in the finals, trust was still held together, and you pulled it out. You pulled it out and got your wins on the series. Let me get a look here. Next up on my list, I got Lacuna.
Yeah,
Is that the
that's me.
is that the other dog that we had earlier tonight?
The other dog? I didn't actually get to play a game today. I played both of my games yesterday, and I would have been in
Yeah.
game 7.
You would have been the game 7 for the night. My apologies. There's a lot to remember. There's a lot of people in here. Give me your
All good.
thoughts, feelings, and conjectures on this team this season and how you've been able to play into it.
Yeah. I mean, this team was great. I mean, obviously we won, so it would be pretty hard for it to be a bad team. But I'm feeling really good, especially because I believe I'm the only winner of seasons 1 and 2.
Oh,
So
alright.
if you don't count the fake season 0, I'm kind of the only undefeated player. Just say.
You know, for the sake of narrative, I've been counting season 0 this entire time, even though I believe others have not. So you get the great pleasure of, yes, being the quote-unquote undefeated player of the Final Boss Draft League. That's a special little plaque that we'll actually put on your desk later tonight. Don't lock your windows. And congratulations to you for actually being able to pilot it and meander your way through the right team at the right time there, sir.
Yes, yes.
So I rub that into Jackie's face ad nauseum. I encourage you to do so. We unfortunately do not have Elegance here tonight. Shout out for their contributions for in the mid lane. And then, did we have the sub in for Elegance actually here in the chat here? I don't want to actually ignore anyone. I'm going to take it as a no.
I don't think he's here.
He's in the different
Alrighty.
boards. He's in the other Final Bosses sports.
Well, I can go to Kekikis and figure out if they want to jump on in here, get the notary. I mean, I would have interviewed JKS when FaZe surprised everyone at Katowice years ago. Kekikis, the Nami one trick. Where are you at?
I'm here. It's actually really funny because before this season, I rarely played Nami at all. So it's actually one of my least played supports overall.
But it
My
looks like the
roster.
team said, let's
And
do Corky Nami until we win, and you are yes, I will pilot the fish lady. I will throw the waves and bubbles.
yeah, coming into this, this is my first draft league I've ever competed in. And I came in with the mindset of just trying to learn as much as I could and just fill the roles that needed to be filled. And Nami tended to fill all those roles. So I think it worked out really well.
Very you did plenty to learn. You learned how to win. Well done. You learned how to win a whole damn draft league on the first try. So some very fantastic coincidence and good luck for the first timer there, Keku. I appreciate
this guy
you.
hit every single bubble, by the way. If you hide nameplates, you
No,
never
actually.
think like 6 points.
My
It's
goat,
crazy.
bro. That's our R11.
Yeah, every single bubble is crazy.
I will not deny you that compliment to Kekius because I watched a lot of this, obviously. Watched it all as much as whatever the camera took us to, but plenty of double bubbles. The wave usage, the last fight you guys had last week in the semis against SEAL Team Flip, that wave single-handedly that Kekius threw, if that was you piloting it, sorry if I'm actually misappropriating this compliment, but that wave sealed that fight and isolated the tanks and the Akali and meant that the backline could not get involved in the fight, and you all just wiped them and cleaned out and won the whole series there on game 6. So if that was you, Kekikus,
Yeah.
that was Paku?
Yeah, but Kiki still was great. He was a great player.
Alrighty. These plays are sticking out for me, and there's 20 of you in this damn chat. So I don't mean to also monopolize, by the way. Dusek, did you have anything anyone you want to call out here, shout out? And
Nah, man, I'm not. You're the main caster, man. You do you.
Well, thank you for being my co-caster on the day for this. Have we gotten our mid laner in for the Elegant sub? Are they coming on over, or are we not worried about that? All right, cool. We're all good here. Shout out to them. I'll send them a bag of Krispy Kreme donuts here for compliments on the day. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't believe we have much else to worry about run through here. If I had a trophy, I would tell y'all to figure out how many games. There is a trophy.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness. Can we see it?
Yeah, that's right. And you're going to want to see this. Hold on.
Oh, I'm going to want to see this.
No, I just have a spare one. But but this is like ceremonial. Check it out. I got my camera on. Oh, shoot.
Ooh.
For all of you who are new to FBDL who do not know, you guys will get trophies mailed to, assuming you're fine giving your address for such. You'll get trophies with your nameplates on it and such.
Oh my god, is that Josh, the co-founder of Final Boss Draft
Does he
League?
have one? Does he have a spare one? Oh.
I do.
Yeah, you'll have a little trophy. It'll have your name on it. It'll have like FBDL Season 2 champion.
That's sweet.
Whoa,
nice.
So yeah, you'll get that. Yeah.
Yeah. So trophy lift for all of you on the day, and I don't believe there's much else to really run around or go around on here. The knight has been secured. The villain has been slain. You all get to stand victorious as the chillest but most perseverant group in season to here at Final Boss Draft League. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning in and watching us go through this absolute magical season. And we will see you in Season 3 in soon, let's say. Take
Everyone
care.
drop a Gassy Chud on the match results.
Gassy Chuds.
I'll move the Gassy Chuds.
I mean,
Thanks for playing,
I'll
everyone.
just say it. And this is an educated guess. Expect signups in, I'd guess roughly 2 weeks.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
I'd agree with that statement.
And I'd say draft within roughly 2 months from now.
Yeah, sounds about right too.
So, yeah.
Get your picks. Get coordinated.
All right.
It's time to actually secure yourselves. Start building your own dynasty, boys.
See you next season.
You got a rival.
Yes, sir.
Bye-bye.